Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 64. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting material is aldehyde with phenyl group. Here we are using phosphine and tetrabromomethane and zinc. In the next step you are using butyl lithium, THF and CO2 and hydrolysis there. Acid hydrolysis. They ask you to find the products. The products can be triple bonded one, double bond cis, double bond trans, or 2 acid groups are in the edge. So you have to understand from the reagents and reactant, it's a naming reaction involved, and reagent chemistry also matters here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal aldehyde and phosphine and carbon tetrabromide. It's a co-refuse synthesis where CO becomes CCBr2. One carbon more will be there at final product. It comes from the carbon tetrabromide. Here it's alkene formation with 2 bromides. So next step you are using the butyl lithium. So butyl lithium abstracts the proton and bromine leaves there. So it's a triple bond formation with bromine. Again you have butyl lithium. Butyl lithium removes the bromine and lithium replaces the bromine there. Then the next step you are using the CO2. The nucleophilic attack on CO leads to the carboxylic acid. So you have finally alkene and carboxylic acid. It's the product A. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is co-refuse synthesis. It is the conversion of CO into CCBr2. The next thing is CO2 and hydrolysis. CO2 and hydrolysis help to introduce COH to the system. Then the question number 2. Question number 2 contains tricarbonyl group which contain tertiary beta-oxy at the end. Then you have reagents with carbonyl, bromine and acetate there. Here next step you are using the acid and DCM, dichloromethane and THF at room temperature. They ask you to find the product. The products are cyclized one. The way of cyclization is the important here. So what happened to carbonyl group? How the cyclization occur? Which carbonyl group come into the ring is the real question. So you have to understand that regioselective ring closure is occurred here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contains active methylene group. It has 2 carbonyl on the end, so it will be very active. The acidic hydrogen will be there. The hydrogen will be acidic there. You are using the base. Base abstract the proton and carbanion formation. Next step you are using the carbonyl group with bromine. Here the negative charge attack bromine, not carbonyl, because it is a good leaving group. The question is really about where the CC bond form. Here the bromine carbon form the CC bond. Then the next step you are using the hydrolysis. What really happened to hydrolysis? Only tertiary beta-oxy group converted into alcohol, not in the ester group on the right hand. Why? Because tertiary butyl group is self-stabilized group, so it leaves easily when compared to other COMe. So alcohol will be there. So you have many functional groups. So obviously think of cyclization. So you have alcohol and ketone in the same compound. So the attack of the nucleic carbon will be there. So attack will be there. You have new 5-member ring. So whenever you form ring, you always think of cyclization. Here the aromaticity is established by 4-5 bond heteroenol tautomerism and 2-3 bond water removal. So 2 things happen at the same time. You got the same aromatic compound. So it's the answer A. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is whenever you have carbon ion, you attack the group where leaving group is there. So bromine is a good leaving group. So carbon attacks the bromine carbon. Second thing is whenever you have cyclization, you always think of aromaticity by hydrogen elimination or the heteroenol tautomerism. Then the question number 3. The starting metal contains diol with alkene there. You are using silver carbonate on chelide. You are using the reflex condition. They ask you to find the products. Products are cyclized one and linear one. Linear one means the OH become oxidized there. Cyclized one means the way of cyclization is important. where the carbonyl group will be, where the alkene group will be. So you have to understand that naming reaction is involved and definitely ring closure is occurred there. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contain alcohol, you have alkene there, then you have silver carbonate on chelate. It is called Fitizan reaction. Fitizan reaction is basically oxidation reaction, basically happening at, it will happen at allylic position. So you have two alcohol but only one alcohol in allylic position. So what really happens is that alcohol becomes CO there. So COH becomes CO there. The next step, there is a chance of cyclization and attack. So we rewrite the compound for cyclization. So we bring 1 and 5 atoms together. Then you are in the intracondensation reaction. So the acidic places, the attack will be happen and you have the product of 5-member ring with oxygen atom. Then again you have allylic alcohol. So same Fitizan oxidation, same allylic alcohol converted into allylic oxidation. So COH converted into CO there. So the product is clearly C there. Here you have to learn two important things from the same concept, which is Fitizan reaction. Fitizan reaction, the catalyst is silver carbonate on chelate. It is to convert allyl alcohol into ketone, the COH into ketone there. It's a mild oxidizing agent. It never converts into acid. So you should know that one. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is a kind of maleic anhydride. It contains diketone there. It contains lactone kind of architecture. Then you are using the amine with alkene groups. Then you are using CH2N2 and ETO. Next step you are using the Lewis acid AlCl3 and solvent dichloromethane. Here the products are given. The products are heterocyclization again with nitrogen happen. So the oxygen analog into nitrogen analog. So very important one, or otherwise the selective ring attack will be there. In answer C, the chance of 4-member ring also. So you have to understand that new ring formation definitely occur and new CC bond is formed there. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal is an anhydride kind of architecture. The starting metal contains ketonic groups, you have amine. So definitely ring opening occurs there, you have the condensation, new CN bond formation will be there. So new CN bond formation, then you have alcohol and CO in the same set. Then you are seeing diazomethane. Diazomethane don't involve carbene formation here. Here it's only involved in methylation because there is no triggering point for carbene formation. So here just methylate there. So COH becomes Me. Product formation, which is ene reaction. So we rewrite the structure for perfect position. So it will help the ene reaction. So what really happened in the ene reaction, H transfer, double bond switches, and you have anion and H plus quenching. You have finally the product D. Here you have to think of continuous reaction, otherwise you cannot achieve. Here you have to learn 3 things. Whenever you have carbonyl and you have nucleophile, always ring opening there. Then CH2N2 diazomethane, not always involved in carbene formation. Here it involves only in methyl formation, which is esterification. Then ene reaction. Ene reaction is very important. If you have any diene system with hydrogen, you always think of ene reaction. So ene reaction occurs, you have ring closure with nitrogen. So the ring of O converted into ring of N. Then the question number 5. The starting metal contains naphthalene with 2 fused carbons. You are using NBS, N-bromosuccinimide 2 equivalent, sunlight and carbon tetrachloride. Here you have 4 kind of product, which is dibromination. Either it's a vicinal or geminal or ring attack. So you have to guess where the bromination occurs there. So single bond dibromination, you have to think of many possibilities. The answer is B. Let us see how. The starting metal contain NBS and HBr. You have free radical formation. So the radical formation occurs, it attacks the ring. So the ring carbon gets radical formation. So radical formation occurs there. You have free bromine. So bromination occurs there. Again you have another hydrogen, so radical formation occurs there. But the radical has to be quenched, so bromine tried to quench it by bridged carbon formation. Bromine tried to quench it by extra bond, so Br attacks again, you have trans-bromide formation. So by looking at it very simple, but involve very two concept, which is no ring attack. Since the radical is neutral, no charged cation, no electrophilic substitution. So ring never been touched there in the reaction. So no dibromide because always stable form of radical will be formed. Here 1 and 2 diradicals are stable because it formed near the benzene, it can stabilize by itself. So it's a very clear concept. Here you have to learn two things. One is free radical formation. Free radical formation always probable when you have light and NVS. So always free radical formation. Second thing is radical quenching. Radical has to be quenched in the any way by any reagent. Here bromine is helping for the quenching. So bromine helps. That's why 1,2 dibromide formation will be happen. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.